Except not on sale to celebrate the sequel's release.
Yeah.
That is an old trailer.
Yeah.
However, it is getting uploaded weekly on my channel, read by me for free. So
yes.
YouTube/ZackTheDulge if you want to get free audiobook in weekly installment. But we're not here to talk about me. We're not even here to talk about my titties.
No.
We're here.
But your titties are so glorious.
Welcome one, welcome all. Welcome inside my Wonder Ball.
Just one this time? What happened to the other one?
We don't talk about the fate that befell Lefty. We promised Righty we wouldn't speak of it.
Just be like, this is what happens when you don't drink your lizard milk, kids.
Context is for pussies.
Anyway. So today we are holy shit. Sorry.
Howling at the moon
and telling me that we are live. Okay. It's like I know that already. Thank you, obvious, for telling me that. Okay. So far, it says that we have 2 people watching.
Oh, welcome 2 people that are watching. We love you.
Yes, we love you, even though you're not saying anything at all. But that is okay if you just want to.
You don't have to talk. Our love is unconditional.
Exactly.
Like a slightly bipolar mother's.
Be like, but dude, that's. What is this? Opposite day?
Oh my god. Okay.
God.
I wanted to address we have to so for those of you who have been following Project Hollowed Halls,
yeah.
Obviously, a certain individual is no longer here.
Yes.
May the dirt rest heavy and corrosive upon her.
Mm-hmm. And the worms do the things that the wormy things do.
And the worms do the things that the wormy things do.
Yes.
So the question becomes, what things are we going to change back to the way we would want them now that we no longer have to factor in a third? So there's a few things I would like to change off the top of my head. I already mentioned this off camera, Kate, where we consistently have the dad's soul be in the black soul be in a male figure who's the villain of that particular segment.
Yep.
We consistently have the wife's soul be in some kind of romantic partner to him.
Mm-hmm.
And there's consistently a child.
Yes.
Do we want to keep the child? I think somewhere between newborn and 5 years old is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. And with the baby only having been like either just alive enough to let out a breath and then be dead, what if all of the manifestations of said child, like say for instance, if they get older, like closer to the 5-year range, they're slightly sickly or have some kind of, I don't know, respiratory issue or like asthma or
I thought so. Are we still going? Are you still going with in yours? The mother falls down the stairs and they walk in. How are you doing yours now that it's just us? Are you going to change anything?
well, because I was still thinking of keeping the whole like she falls down the stairs, even though it's it's not entirely his fault.
Right.
She falls down the stairs, then goes into labor, and he has to deliver the baby, but then they both die. And so
And of course, that's when the villagers come in and they're like, "He killed her."
he killed her. Yeah. Um I do we want to
Use your words, Kate.
well, I was just thinking like do we want to keep the whole rigmarole of them hanging him on the tree outside, or
I really like that aspect. Yeah.
you like that? Okay. So, because I was thinking that possibly the reason why the villagers even show up in the first place as kind of a this is a last straw sort of thing was because after after the baby and his wife die, that's basically when he loses it and he decides that he's just going to burn the house and all of them in it. And that's why the villagers show up. Was
Oh, because
because
the
of
house is burning.
the fire. It didn't spontaneously combust. He was
Well,
like,
yeah, we never had it spontaneously combust. That was never the plan. The villagers were supposed to burn it down after they hung him in the other version that we were doing with other.
yeah. But it didn't seem like, for some reason, it didn't. It seemed like it might not be a good enough of a motivation for them to just, you know, show up. Is what I'm saying.
Um. Well, I mean, if the whole village doesn't like this guy, it's perfectly conceivable to think that someone would rally up a fucking mob to go beat the shit out of him.
Mm-hmm.
Like that kind of thing used to
Yeah.
happen all the time in the U.S.
Yeah. But I was
Hey,
just
everyone,
trying.
that guy's a fucking weirdo. Let's go beat
Right.
the shit out of him. Yes, let's go kick the shit out of him so he leaves our town. It was very common.
Yeah. Yeah. The tarring and feathering. But I guess, I don't know. I just felt like there needed to be more of an inciting incident.
I mean, we can have it. So here's what I want to do is I want to go back to the thing where all three of them have to die inside the house to kill it.
Yeah.
I want to go back to that because that makes the most sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of all of them, or so there's two ways we can go about it. We can go about it as the house feeds on like normal souls, and that's why his wife and kid dying in there fed it, and then he gets hung on the tree, and his soul is the it's like how am I trying to articulate this? How am I trying to articulate this? Fuck. What I'm saying is, do we want to have it be just he has to die inside the house, or all three of them have to die inside the house in the same reincarnation cycle to kill the house?
Well, it should be all three of them.
Okay. So all three of them have to die inside to kill the house.
Yeah.
And then, so doing it that way, then we could just assume that there's been a few times where only the black soul has died in there, and that's what's been poisoning it because the house is failing to kill all of them at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's why when they show up in my version, they're like, the house is super fucked up, and
yeah. Yep. And that could be another. Okay, that could be another thing too, because you know how we were talking about the Native American element to this with the Ottawa tribe basically having two factions where one of them was like, okay, well, we're going to seek these people out and encourage them to go into the house, but we're going to let it run its course and let them do away with themselves. But then you have the others who are like, hey, we're going to sacrifice them manually. So could it be that instead of them killing all three of them, this whole time, any of them that have been able to get access to them have only been killing him this whole time?
I don't think it should be. I think that maybe they've found him and killed him a few times, but not every time, because the house is theoretically running from the. I want to keep that aspect.
Yeah.
It's running away from the reincarnated souls.
Yes.
And the Indians are like hunting it down and moving things to try to bring them together.
Yeah.
So they've successfully killed him in there a few times, but they've never gotten him and the wife and kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was wondering if that would be a good thing, if to keep up the ruse, basically, and I know we're giving spoilers to people right now, but to keep up the ruse, basically, that it only counts if he dies in the thing, and it sort of be an aha moment later of, oh shit, no, you have to get rid of all three of them in order for it to work.
So that could be a big reveal in my section, but for that to be the case, we would have to have all of them die in yours inside the house at the start, so it was a closing the loop curse.
Yeah. 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 Because I know, because I know that earlier on that was one of the things that we talked about in your section, because you were talking about possibly having um, one of them figure that out and deciding to sacrifice themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And
Well, so the wife's soul
mhm,
figures it out because she's the smart one,
mhm,
and she's like, "Oh, holy shit! I think we." And she starts coming to this conclusion as the house gets more and more ramped up, you know.
mhm.
And so I was gonna have her either flat out kill Jeff or
Mhm.
cause him to die somehow,
Mhm.
and then have her kill. Maybe I could have her kill Dave too. And then she's like, "Oh, it really is me. I have to kill myself too." I don't know yet. Maybe Dave is just collateral in there. I don't fucking know.
Poor Dave.
Poor Dave.
He's collateral damage. So, do we, to start this off, do we want to keep the opening of it's a dude? Hey! Can we get a synopsis of the story?
Absolutely. So, Caitlin, really quick, finish what you were about to say, and then we'll
Okay.
reveal all
Well,
of.
what I was saying was, do we want to keep the idea of opening it with the dude wanting to make a movie based on the book that he found about it?
No, I think that should be the epilogue.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, the king of summary would like to give a
Yeah.
synopsis.
So, okay. First of all, good day to you, Lauren. I hope you are well, friend.
Hello, darling.
But to give you a quick 1, 2, 3 of Project Hollowed Halls. So we wanted to completely document a novel's creation live on stream. Unfortunately, for reasons, a lot of that documentation is now lost to the ether. But we're starting over.
Yep.
So the story
Yeah. Clean, new, fresh stuff.
revolves around this haunted house. Well, not so. The story revolves around this guy who takes a wife who is socially ostracized for reasons Kate can go into. So he takes this wife who's not in chic with the town that they're in, and this guy is kind of an eccentric and a loner and a alpha kind of personality. So he likes to give big middle fingers to the people around him who do not jive with him.
Mm-hmm.
So he decides to build this big bougie mansion, fill it with all kinds of nice, awesome things, and marry this girl who's not socially in chic. And he uses wood from this sacred forest, this Ottawa tribe sacred forest. And over the course of Kate's story, some badness happens because the wood has some slightly magical properties to it. And then the guy and his wife, which is what me and Caitlin were just trying to decide, is whether or not they all die inside in her story, or whether only the wife and child die. But we were pretty much going with all three of them die inside in a fire.
Yeah.
And after that, the house becomes supercharged by this negative energy and it basically becomes a haunted house. But it's not really a haunted house because the house itself is now a sentient spiritual entity.
Yep.
And it then begins doing shenanigans all across the continental US until we get to my story, where it is like 100 years later and the house is all derelict and beaten down and all kinds of, and there's a bunch of stuff in between there that me and Caitlin will have to coordinate on. We'll have to write journal entries and newspaper clippings and all kinds of stuff
and things. And she said,
but yeah, and so by the end of that,
yeah,
we will have a demon house.
Yeah.
And how will it end? I don't know. There will be no survivors, though.
No survivors, because that's how you do this.
That's how you.
Yeah. Yep. No survivors, unless of course you want to have umpteenth sequels to things, because that's another thing that they like to do in horror.
God,
like let's let's do this in space because we ran out of ideas.
God, can we send Jason to space? Is that a thing we can do? Ski mask city murder in space. Yeah, fuck it. Let's greenlight this.
Yeah, whoa! Yeah, oh my God. Can you imagine that pitch meeting?
Oh, man. I imagine it went something like this. All right, guys. I have the best idea ever. Check this out. Okay. So Jason, right? Voorhees? Yeah. That dude? Okay, so check this out. He gets into the city, right? And then there's this spaceship. And he gets on and he's like going like the people he's going after are like on the ISS, right? So he's got a hang on. Okay. So he's got to go aboard the ISS, right? And and then the Hollywood producer whose nephew just pitched him this meeting, he's just like, how much of a budget do you want? just creasing his brow, kneading his temples, like
he's like, how much do you want?
She needed to beat him more. I told her she needed to beat him more.
Oh my God.
And that is how Jason X got made.
Yes, exactly. Oh my God. And you'd be like, how much of a budget do you need? And how much of an allowance do I need to make for all the blackjack and the hookers?
I'll make my own Jason movie with blackjack and hooker. Caitlin, are we actually going to write at all during the Friday?
Yes. Well, because we called it a Write-A-Thon, man. So yeah. Woohoo! I'm excited. All right. So.
Because I've had my document open this whole time.
This entire time. So have I.
This whole entire time.
This whole time. Well, I
don't think I have to change anything I've written so far to accommodate the lore changes we've discussed. So
that's Nope. Thank goodness.
Because I have not written in any of the lore yet.
Yep. So yeah, I've just got to make a few minor.
I love this opening line I wrote. Jaded and no longer elated, as their high had long since evaporated.
I love it.
It's like, yes, I am real human, man. I can do the rhymes.
I can do the rhymes. My prose are so weak, man.
My prose are the weakest.
The weakest.
Can't even lift a popsicle stick with my prose.
Yep. You'd be like,
can't even pick up a Q-tip with my prose.
Yep. You'd be like, you wish your prose were this week. Yeah.
What about you, Lauren? What do you have to work on today?
Lauren.
What are you bringing to the writing marathon?
Yeah, the Write-A-Thon. And where is Mason?
And where's Blind Mage?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you working on, Lauren?
Maybe she's away from her keyboard, Caitlin. God.
Well, no. Well, because I was looking at the ticker and it looked like she had been away, and then it said 2, and so I thought maybe she had missed it before. Yeah, but I am going to say, Mason, because I know you are going to watch this later. Be here next time.
We do enjoy bantering about with you, Mason, and we could all write stuff together. You could tell us, you know, what part of the Bleeding Ground series.
Yes.
Oh, you should call it the Bleeding Ground Chronicles.
Oh yes, that would be great. Hey! Hello!
What's up, my depressed poet friend?
How are you?
Good to see you, sir.
Yes.
Good to see you. I'm glad you liked 10 Steps to a Bitter Death.
Yeah.
I thought you would appreciate that. I was trying to be as morbidly hilarious as possible.
And it landed.
I would say so.
Yes.
Step 4, buy a cat. Thank you very much, Pei. That really means the world to me. Thank you very much. I am no poet.
He's like, get it right, man. I am a philosopher.
Philosopher, poet, tomato, potato, dildo. Vicky was amazed it did not break, and she took it a few degrees slower. Yeah, Pei, me and Kate were just discussing what we were going to change around now that the third writer is no longer part of this project.
Yeah.
And we're going to make some lore adjustments that make this whole thing much more
succinct.
Not even succinct, mythologically sound.
Yeah.
And based in real world lore.
Yeah.
Because that's how we like to do it.
Exactly. Well, yeah, because you need your manuscripts to be able to stand up to scrutiny.
Well, I mean, you can do original stuff and do things your way, but it's nice to be grounded in classic shit. Because you know why? You know why it's classic? Because it stood the test of time.
That's right. Exactly. But what I mean by stand up to scrutiny is because you have readers like us out there.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like the seats are filling up. Hello, everyone. Sammy!
Hey!
Hey! Nice! Yes. Yeah. Oh.
Emanate. God damn it. Caitlin, hang on. Let's see if it will.
Will it?
It spell checked correctly for me.
Okay, good.
I
Catching all the lives today.
Oh, you know what? Well, yeah. Tell us what you mean by that first, Pay.
Yeah. Does that mean that you did a live today and we didn't know about it?
Were we not invited?
Were we not invited
to rickroll you? How dare you?
Oh, yes, precisely. How dare you not invite us to rickroll your live?
Every live needs us to rickroll it.
Exactly. Ooh, or see if we can rap in the chat. That should be the next thing that we do.
Wait, what should be the next thing we do?
See if we can rap in the chat.
Oh, for facts.
Yes. Oh. Well, that makes us feel a little better.
A little.
Oh, and would that be?
Brandon? And we're doing a live right after this over on my channel too.
Yeah.
We're gonna read chapter 5 of Garden of Lies live.
Yes.
Because I was trying to record it last night, and my computer decided to say, "Fuck you, Zach."
Yes. It is quite annoying.
Literally recorded over an hour of footage. My computer is like, "Hey, by the way, I'm not saving that."
It's like, are you serious? You'd be like, and that is when he picked up the PC and threw it out the window. Be like, man. No. All right.
I'm sure most people who do any amount of video work have experienced that at some point. Pay. Yeah, it's literally the worst, dude.
It is quite.
It's not even the first time I've had that happen either. It's like, dude,
yeah.
Why must you make me want to kill myself this way?
Yes, man. Or after having edited a whole bunch of stuff, it tells me that it couldn't render the file.
Oh, God.
And I'm like, you do realize I just spent like 3 hours working on this. How dare you?
You evil, evil piece of wires and metal and circuit board.
It's like... But, you know, threaten it with violence and suddenly it starts working. Yes. Yes. We're excited to hang out with you too. Because that's going to be awesome. Get a professional editor to do Pros Police with us.
In doodly diddly.
Yes.
It'll be nice and fun. Oh man, oh geez.
Oh my ass.
Yeah, everybody, if you don't know about that, man, you gotta go check out Tammy's channel. She's an editor. Yes. She's gonna be on the Saturday show sometimes. Maybe all the times. I don't know. It depends on how, it depends on whether or not we like her.
or if we don't scare her off.
That facts.
Yep.
People have been known to get scared off when I do the rattlesnake butt cheek clapping trick. So, that might scare her off for good.
Or if you think like a goldfish.
Oh no, Sammy, that's not what I was trying to do, eh?
The 3 of you will be live Saturday. Yes, all 3 of us will be live Saturday
here on this channel. 7 p.m.
Yep.
7 p.m. PST.
Yep. No, of course not. Why would we ever do that?
Now listen here. I don't know what kind of shenanigans you're accusing me of. I'm going to get my gun and my whiskey, and I'll see you on the front porch.
Yep. Or on the back porch for a deacon's meeting. Yep. Oh, man.
On the Fab 4 book tag right now, and I'm stuck on how to answer a question. What's a book that's formatted strange? Help me. Formatted strange. Now it depends on what you mean by formatted, because if you're talking about like the formatting of how the sentences and paragraphs and everything are put together, I don't have an example for you. But if we're talking about the format of the story and how it's paced and how all the narrative is put together, complete swords. That book is virtually impossible to follow. Let me just jump between fucking a million different fucking POVs.
Oh my gosh.
They're fucking only vaguely connected.
Well, I would have to say that's almost like oh darn it. That's almost like Game of Thrones too, because a lot of those are written in first person. So you get each chapter and they're just named after, like each chapter is just named after the person that we're following. So it's got kind of a whiplash effect when reading it. So I would have to say that was a very strange formatting choice. It didn't make it bad, but it was definitely strange. It can throw you off a little bit if you're not prepared going into it. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of these tag questions are not terribly specific. So, I mean, you could do a bisected answer.
I've thought about doing a book tag.
You should. Because it would probably be more fun than than a lot of these book
Like
tags.
90% of the ones that are produced on BookTube, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And yes, we said that.
Yes, I did say that. Y'all need to up your game.
Yes. Exactly.
There you go, Sammy. You tell them what for. Like, listen, you need to make your question specific enough so I actually know the information you want, or else I'm going to tell you to fuck off.
Exactly. Bring the sass. And don't warn them ahead of time. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I love you. Like, I'm gonna be sassy again.
Oh man, oh geez.
So
are you working on redrafting your beginning then, Kaylin? Is that what you're doing?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Do we still want to have Jerf get buried in the concrete in the basement? Or do we want to have him added later?
Ooh.
I feel like we should have him get added later so that it's... I feel like it's just too much to have him. Like,
because trying to fit that in, as much as I love the idea of, you know, being able to be like, oh, he's been in resurrected for ever.
He's buried in the resurrected.
But as much as I love that idea, or hey, you know, an incarnation of him was back in, you know, the 1800s, but it was a lot to try and wedge that in there.
Well, but now you're gonna have a lot more words too. Now that we're not gonna have a middle section from another person.
Yeah.
So there'll be more room for you to work it in now.
Yeah, but because I'm thinking of flow too, though.
Flow, like pacing.
Mm-hmm. Would it be better?
I'm not sure it needs to be disruptive to the pacing at all. You know, you could almost do it as like a throwaway line.
Mm-hmm.
You could almost make it seem like casual, like, yeah, he got caught in the concrete and no one wanted to take accountability, so they just buried him in the concrete. And you could maybe play it off as being like, because this wood from the magic forest is having an effect on people already,
Mm-hmm.
so like making people, you know, more shadier.
Mm-hmm.
More shadier.
More shadier, yes.
That's gooder English, right?
Yep.
I can do the word.
It was making them most shady.
It was making them act in a way most shady and unbecoming of proper moment. I do say, sir. Their behavior became most uncouth and unbecoming of proper masons and carpenters of their age, which is to say, slightly worse than the common man.
This is the most shadiest.
See, I'm not actually stupid, I swear to
you. We're a genius.
We are a genius.
Because I'm lazy with tags, I shouldn't have to think too hard. That is reserved for all my studying in the middle of the night. Yes.
I feel that. I I like having when I do the tags. I like having fun with them.
Yes.
It's like I can't take them seriously. I'm not going to be lazy with it, but I'm also not going to take it seriously.
No, exactly. To be
who would win in a Krampus versus Santa? Like
one
patron saint of Christmas, and the other one is a fucking goat demon. Who the fuck do you think is gonna win?
Exactly. Plus, okay, from a mythological standpoint, that wouldn't happen.
Facts.
Because Krampus is the guy that Santa sicks on people.
Right.
He's like,
coal isn't enough.
Exactly.
Rock turds in your stocking is not enough.
Right.
Exactly. I'm sending the Krampus after your ass.
Yeah. To be like, hey, you are trying to, deplete imagination. Studying is much more important. Definitely do not take tags seriously. Yes, we know that you don't take tags seriously, and we love it.
I genuinely enjoy watching Jay's book tags because he just brings a level of dry sass to them that I just appreciate so much.
Oh, it's like I am here for this.
It's like this is like the most highest, qualityest brain cocaine ever. Intellectual cocaine and potato chips disguised as a 4-course meal.
Exactly.
Hey, Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
Jason X.
What I loved was the fact that you, at the beginning, you went in one direction, and then, at the halfway point, you went back in the opposite direction.
Well, listen, I can't speak for other people who have had that proclivity, but, sometimes switching your direction of travel is fun.
Oh, yeah, because
it also depends on the nostril you're using.
Is it your own or is it someone else's?
Just take someone's head, slam them face into a pile of cocaine. Enjoy it.
Yep. Be like, here you go. This is just what you needed.
Getting on the parent's last nerve. Yeah, I feel your pain on that one, Sammy. I feel your pain on that one.
Does that imply that you just filled in the rest of them with nonsense books that you came up with, just right out of your head? Just kidding. You're like, no, I'm going to make up the rest of this because these questions are ridiculous.
Caitlin, check out the throat.
What?
That's when the raccoon fell from the ceiling onto Jeff's face.
Oh! Whoa! Oh!
Oh God!
This is how we do reader magnets around here.
Raccoon fell from the ceiling.
Like the fuck?
Face.
Oh.
Ah.
Oh, you should. That would be fun to answer.
Yes, I challenge you, Sammy. Sammy, let's both do a tag, and see whose is more complicated.
Yeah, that would be or we should all do a tag.
All four of us.
All four of us should do a tag. Like
That would be a big channel circle jerk, man.
Well,
all of us do a tag, and then all of us do all the other people's tags for a total of 4 tag videos.
Yeah. And hey, Sammy says she's down. Yeah. But then,
all right.
Cool. And then we can see, just how far the tag goes.
What would be funny is if people saw all of the tags going up on the 4 channels all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And then did all of them.
Yes. That would be cool. She said, "Oh God, that's too much work." No, not if the tags are short. And so we create the 4 tags. Each of us do the tags, and then we see how far each respective tag goes, and whoever's has the most.
Oh, so like a gentleman's challenge.
Yes. Yeah. But now we need a prize for this wager.
One whole banana sticker.
Oh, but of course, dear.
Now we just need to get pay in on it.
Yes. Yeah. Pay, make a tag.
He could make here's one for you, Pay. You could make a philosophy of reading tag that wasn't stupid.
Yes. Like a puzzle tag. None of the 4 tags make sense on their own, but watched in an order and in between timestamps, back and forth, it will make all. Oh, yes! That is genius.
That is a good fucking concept. Ooh, I like that.
Yes.
Sammy, tell us if you're behind that idea that Pay just pitched.
Yes, because that is
we would have to get in a Facebook group chat and coordinate that one, but
but
that would be so
we could totally do that.
We could even call it the super tag. We could even call it we could call it puzzle tag, the great author tube puzzle tag, the great author tube super tag. What would he super puzzle super
puzzle
a suzzle. We could call it the
suzzle.
We could call it suzzle tag.
Whoa, that's a cool idea. Okay, yeah.
All right, cool. We're gonna we'll have to get a group chat going on your books, and we'll coordinate that. That sounds. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good.
Yes,
that's gonna be good.
It'll be great. I'm so excited because that is exciting.
Why'd you say it in a deep voice like that?
'Cause it's cool.
Harvey Dent. Trust him.
Yep, when you can't be yourself, be Batman.
You should always try to be yourself, unless you can be Batman. Then always
be Batman. Exactly.
I am Batman. God, for the longest time, I'd walk in from work or something. My niece would greet me, and she'd be like, "Hi, Uncle Zach," and I'd be like, "I am Batman," and she'd just start giggling. This was when she was, a little ankle biter.
Aww.
She doesn't think it's funny anymore. We just proof the world has gotten to her.
Yeah, they're more fun at that age.
Oh, man.
Sometimes, except for when they're not. Just kidding. As long as I don't have to edit. Haha, because let's be honest, that would be terrible to edit.
It depends on how you do it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we can do it.
We can do it.
I was kind of joking with that, but hey, if we could make it work, I would be down. Answers.
How dare you joke with such a brilliant and delightful concept?
Exactly.
That's too genius to be a joke.
Oh, no, he's being mean is what he's doing.
Maybe.
He's like, no, I was just kidding.
I could just see him sitting in his living room now with that casual smirk going, You did it, didn't you, Pay? You did that.
If we had lines ahead of time, it would work. Yeah. That's why we have to collab and figure it out.
That's when the raccoon fell from the ceiling onto Jeff's face. He began screaming immediately.
Yeah.
Then everyone attacked and they turned into a ballroom blitz. Ballroom blitz. the raccoon in the back said, "Everyone attack," and it turned into a ballroom blitz.
Oh my god.
And it's perfect because the house even has a ballroom.
Yes, it does. That's partly why that was so funny. I was like, oh my god.
Well, Sammy, don't you know it doesn't have to make sense, it just has to entertain them.
Exactly. It doesn't even have to rhyme as long as it entertains them. And it will all be nonsense and none of it will make sense. I am sitting at my desk reading Practical Philosophy, tuning in and out, just to get ideas. Yep.
Oh, what's wrong with my singing? Don't you like the sound of my sexy voice?
Oh my god.
Or I could do like an old Johnny Cash impression and be like, I sang a song today just to annoy Pay. I sang it real deep while I lotioned up my feet. I stuck them in the tub with the Epsom salt. The fungus hurts my toes all day, but I know it's my fault. What have I become?
Oh my god. Like, where are we going? And how did we get here?
I don't
Apparently.
Still better than
cash.
Oh, that. Oh, so you want to fight today?
Oh my!
You actually want to exchange blows, sir?
This just happened.
He's like, draw your sword, Zack, to the death with you.
Oh my god.
And there are more notes, and now it's best. A good best, but a best. Sammy, I'm not sure if you're being serious or sarcastic with that last comment, but I'm just gonna say thank you either way. Oh man, I'm not getting very much work done, but I'm having so much fun. I don't care.
Yes, it's okay, because this is what actually happens in a writer's room, people. Be like, we're gonna get a whole bunch of work done, and then it's like, hey, and then somebody leaves and they come back like 5 seconds later and everyone is singing. Why?
I mean, I know what you mean with that, Pay, but of the work of his that I have heard, I have genuinely liked his work. Like all the songs that I've heard by him, I thought were somewhere between good to great.
Yes, I would agree.
Is panickingly a word?
No.
It is now. How would you spell that? I think you would add a K to separate the two I's, and then INGLY. Panickingly.
Yes.
Or I could just say with great panic.
With great panic. But that's so much words.
but it does well for what it's proper. I don't have to add the word just to be lazy.
You'd be like, look here. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I will agree with you that anytime an artist accrues a cultish, dogmatic fan base, I agree that is annoying, sir.
Yeah. 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 I mean, panic-stricken, maybe.
Nope. With great panic.
With great panic. Yes. Yes. Don't mind me. I swallowed a thesaurus as a kid, and everyone was very shocked, aghast, taken aback, and alarmed by the entire sight.
Did you shove it up your butt?
No, I said I swallowed it. Okay.
But did you swallow it with your forbidden starfish?
Oh, maybe. Because I dare say that would have been far more startling, terrifying, unnerving, and distressing to everyone who was watching.
He said, "Let me get my trusty thesaurus."
Yeah,
my thesaurus is right here.
And right here.
That's true. That's facts. I do be asking Kate sometimes.
Because what I just did.
You ate a thesaurus with your forbidden starfish?
I ate a thesaurus with my forbidden starfish, and then I was like, yeah, that would have been far more distressing, unnerving, fearful, or frightening.
What about dismay?
Yeah.
Did you have unsettling in there?
No. It was dismay, agitation, trepidation, and dread. Yes. It was quite a terrific experience. Everyone was horrified.
Look at how many words I can puke out of my mouth.
Watch, does it fill you with apprehension and make you feel intimidated? You'd be like, I could go all day.
Look here, you little shit.
You'd be like, no, actually, it makes me feel quite anxious. As my heart begins to clutch. Because it was not very long after that the murder happened. Murder of me, by the way, everybody. Oh.
Singed, as in singed by fire, is spelled with a S, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, singed, yeah. As opposed to cinched, which is spelled with a C.
Exactly.
English.
It's like, yes, people.
This is too good not to share, Kate. Dave screamed and began to swat and strike at the raccoon with great panic and recklessness, striking Jeff about the head more than hitting the raccoon. The raccoon scrambled about his head, biting and scratching, screeching like a feral toddler. Its eyes were buggy and lazy. Its tail was bare like a rat's, and large patches of its fur appeared to be singed off by fire.
Oh. Yes. Oh. And you said it was attacking Dave?
It's attacking. No, it's attacking. So it would, yeah, out of context, it does set without the prior stuff to that, but you got to remember that's when the raccoon fell from the ceiling onto Jeff's face.
Oh, yeah.
New line, he began screaming immediately. New line, the paragraph I just read you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, but yeah, so Dave is swatting at Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Really just beating the shit out of Jeff. Thank you, Sammy. Yes. I think I'm clever too.
That was quite clever. Oh man. We're like feral toddler, but I repeat myself.
But I speak with redundancy.
Exactly.
All right, let's wrap this up in 20 minutes, Kate.
Yep.
And so we can go do chapter 5 over on my channel.
Exactly. And if you guys would like to follow us, feel free.
That would be, yep, you can hear me read my chapter 5. I might do the entire book live at this point, honestly, because why the fuck not?
Exactly. Yes, but see, that's what she wants you to think.
She's like, if I convince mommy I'm a princess, she'll never find the dead things I hid in the cellar. She'll never find them.
No.
Ever.
Ever. She's like, I'm a princess. Give me a hug and a kiss. Yeah.
And don't look in the basement behind
And
the
don't
green
look in the
box with the smiley face
Exactly.
drawn in crayon on it. Do not look in that box. That's where I keeps the bones. Every morning she'll say something like, "So, Mom, I need raspberries, blueberries, cheese, and a Sesame Street bar."
Oh my god.
What is a Sesame Street bar?
Yeah. Oh, does she mean sesame seed?
Does she mean sesame seed? And I mean, real talk though, that sounds like that does sound like a good breakfast.
Yeah, it does.
I love me fruit and cheese.
Yes.
You know what goes surprising? What actually slaps surprisingly hard is cheese and pickles. Like
Yes.
you take a cube of cheese, you chase it with like a bite of pickle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Yeah.
And then the next bite of cheese is just as good as the first bite of cheese. There's no accumulation of cheese flavor in your mouth.
Exactly. Well, we found that out on the drive back to Washington.
Oh no, I didn't find that out there, Caitlin. I knew that long before that.
No, I mean I figured that out.
You didn't figure it out.
Because because you yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I did not.
I'll take my credit.
No, I wasn't taking your credit. I was saying I didn't know about it until you showed me.
Oh, it's a granola bar with the characters. Okay.
Ah, okay.
For years I did not do breakfast. Oh, and now I do it. Now I do it simply because my breakfast includes a big can of not chocolatey, sugary caffeine. And if I don't put something in my stomach with that, it doesn't necessarily go the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Plus, Jordan Peterson was talking about how it's optimum for cognitive function, especially if you're a highly cognitive person, if you put something in your stomach in the morning anyway.
You know, he says that, but that has not always been my experience. I actually find that if I don't eat and I go do cardio and immediately kick my body into fat burning mode, that wakes me up and makes me much more clear than simply eating something in the morning.
Yeah.
But then again, I have very atypical genetics.
Yeah.
Vicky panicked and scanned the floor for anything that might help. She settled on a broken chair leg and immediately grabbed it and began swatting at the raccoon, also mostly beating. I swear this is a horror novel.
Yes, no, I know. But the build of this, not only is it hilarious, but it's like you're laughing because of how much it stresses you out. It's like this is extremely stressful. I do not feel like this is going to end well at all. Get
that raccoon.
Get that raccoon. Yes, refrigerator was in my house.
But how scared would you be if a feral demon raccoon fell from the ceiling onto your face? Because that's what just happened to Jeff.
Exactly.
And you know what, Caitlin? I think I'm going the opposite direction with this.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of Ratty the raccoon being Jeff's tormentor, he's like Jerf's only friend. Like they're like stuck in the house together.
Yeah.
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 And yeah. I would say that I lived a good life.
I love it.
All, it's a good life. I did what I want. I go where I please.
Oh my god. That is great. Like,
well, clearly, there's only one solution to this.
Yeah, like it's over, folks.
That's all, folks.
Right? That would be
Pig, right?
Yes.
Porky Pig.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking Looney Tunes, man. I love Looney
But
Tunes.
what I love most about Porky Pig was with his stutter, it always started with the letter of another word. So you were never expecting him to say what it was that he ended up saying. So it was like, yeah, get back here, you son of a beep beep, son of a beep beep, son of a beep beep, good.
Oh. Nope for me. Oh, poor Sammy. She's just like, I'm just gonna nope right on out of life.
Oh man. But see, if the zombie apocalypse happens though, like we could start our own like commune or whatever, and you'd be perfectly fine. Just be, you can come bake cookies and stuff. And write poetry and take pictures. I don't know. Grow veg. Like, see, you wouldn't have to know about a life.
My name is, so hang on. How did we decide we were spelling Jerf's name? Jhurff?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, you named him. Jerf.
That's some hard-hitting commentary, Pay.
Yep.
And I can't find a damn hole. I can't find
nope.
hole. I went over it with a microscope and I couldn't find a hole in that one.
Yep. It's like that is a very tight-knit point you made, sir.
Oh, God.
But I want to bake pies, and also I make a mean chicken pot pie. I bet you do.
I love chicken pot pie.
You do.
Can I have some?
Yeah.
You know what else? You know what fucking slaps, Caitlin? shepherd's pie.
Yes.
Shepherd's pie goes hard as a motherfucker. I will eat the fuck out of some shepherd's pie.
Well, that is good to know, because I make a mean shepherd's pie.
Dude, shepherd's pie fucking slaps. It's a whole ass dinner, but it's a pie.
It's a pie, yeah.
It's fucking great.
Exactly. Now, the question is...
Fuck yeah, you gotta make your own.
Yes, exactly, because how else do you make pie if you don't make your own crust? Now, do you do it with shortening or do you do it with lard? That is the question.
That is the question. There's only one right answer.
Exactly.
You got a 50-50 shot, Sammy. Don't let us down. That is the right answer.
Yes!
That is the correct answer. It was a trick question. The actual real answer was indeed a fucking what's the lady's name? Not Martha Stewart. A Paula Deen of butter. That was in fact the correct unit of measurement and the ingredient for the answer to that question.
Yes.
You get one banana sticker.
Exactly. Or a Julia Child of butter, but that is only like
Isn't that only like isn't that only like 1/2 of a Paula Deen of butter?
Yeah. Or a third. Who is making pie crust with lard?
People who didn't have any access to butter.
Yeah. Yep. Which, I mean, that's passable if you absolutely have to. It's great in a pinch. Especially if you make it with lard that you rendered from pork crackling.
Well, don't most people render their lard from pork?
Some of them do, and some of them it's like beef, but it depends.
Some or most, Kate.
Most. Yes, most.
Pork lard is much more common.
Well, yeah.
Rendering at home.
Oh yeah. Because it's easier.
Exactly. Everyone goes easy, right? And I mean, and unless you're talking about flavor, there's no particular advantage to using beef lard over pork lard.
Yeah.
So if you just need lard for having some lard, you might as well use pork because you're going to get way more for half the effort.
Yeah, because trying to render beef fat or tallow is a job.
Isn't tallow a whole different process too?
Yeah, because you have to boil the bones.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you have to boil the bones.
Oh man, this whole scene I just wrote. This is something straight out of Three Stooges, but it's so good.
Man, it's like no, it is good because it's like it makes you laugh, but only because of how anxious it makes you feel.
Well, no, see, I disagree. I would read this and be laughing because people were getting beat. People were getting shit because a raccoon was mauling them.
Yeah, that is.
That doesn't make me nervous. That's just funny. What about you? How much did you get done?
Well, I have been working on Alexander. He's come back to the United States after a long sabbatical in England, and the letter that he was writing to the dude whose house he's going to stay in before he decides to fuck everything up for everyone.
I think most people would feel anxious if a raccoon was on their face, Sammy.
Yes.
Especially if it was this raccoon, because again, its eyes do it like this. They're bugged out. like out its skull, like half out of its skull. He's got patches of burned fur, and his tail is bare, like it was shaved. Okay, this thing, and it's foaming at the mouth. This thing looks like a demon, but fucked a raccoon. Okay. Ratty the raccoon is not to be fucked with.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
See, I've never, in my entire life, I have never fainted. I came close one time when I was in the hospital, and they scoured my burns, and then they made me take a shower afterwards. I almost fainted from pain. I got like really lightheaded, and I actually stumbled forward and caught myself. But that was. Oh wait, and there was one time when actually I was one time I fainted from pain. I was a little kid. I think I was like 4 or 5, and I stepped on a seashell on the beach, and it went like straight up into my foot.
Ow!
I fainted from that one, but I was
man. Yeah. I will say one of the times that I passed out was from pain. Actually, was because I passed a fibroid.
You passed a fibroid?
A fibroid, yeah.
I don't know what that, huh?
Fibroid. It's basically it's a little gooey thing that can sometimes be produced in the womb.
Oh, so it's like a woman thing.
Yeah, and it was covered in veins, and it had hair, and yeah, it just I did not realize that. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It sounds really weird. But yeah. Yeah. It was extremely painful. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's all the details I need about that. Thank you,
yeah. Kate. I'm sorry. But yeah, it was I mean the pain, it was excruciating, and they were like, oh yeah, no, this just to let you know, some people have purported this to be just as bad, if not worse, than labor pain. So, yeah, I was like, fun. Okay.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, on that cheery note. Okie dokley.
Artichokely.
Oh, what the?
What?
I'm just stiff and sore.
Oh no.
I'm still sore from lifting all those deads.
That's what happens when you lift deads.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I lifted so many dead.
Makes you very sore.
I even deaded some of the lifts.
I'm surprised you.
It was, Sammy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't hurt myself, Sammy. You saw my video. Yeah. You saw 10 steps to a bitter death. You know that I am in good shape. Just say
shape, yes. Just amazing.
I'm just sore. I pushed it a little bit hard. The muscles are taking a little bit longer to recover than they normally do. But in a way, that's good because that forces adaptation. So we are going to end this stream. Thank you all for being here. We sincerely appreciate you. Make sure you're here on Saturday for the AuthorTube
After Dark. We're
gonna have Sammy, greener side of Sammy, down there in the comments, who's been delightfully interacting with us this whole time.
Yes.
We might also have another special guest, either this week or maybe next week. I gotta coordinate with him a little bit. Very chill dude, like him a lot. Yeah. And hop on over to my channel. We're going to be going live in a few minutes to read chapter 5 of The Garden of Lies.
Yeah.
YouTube/ZackTheDolge. All right, y'all.
All right.
Yeah, thanks. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Done.